it's Teacher KJ. You are watching the KJ Teacher channel. Before we proceed to the actual content of this video, I would first like to thank everyone who took the time to watch and like vlog number 1, subscribe to my channel, and share it on social media as well. I'm so thankful. You guys are so awesome. I posted an article on my website to express exactly how thankful I am. I'm going to post the link on the description below so you guys can check it out later. All your love and support makes me even more excited to share with you guys this series, which we will call the Students Corner, which is the result of an online survey that I posted on my Facebook page a couple of weeks ago. Yes, you heard it right. We are not going to have a lecture video yet because we're still a couple of months away from the beginning of the school year, and like what I told you, I'm not KJ. On this series, I'm going to be reading and reacting to clients' feedback on the KJ Teacher class experience because we're still at the getting to know each other stage, and there's no better way for you to get to know what kind of teacher I am than to hear directly from the people who experience Teacher KJ firsthand. I am also going to be sharing briefly about the classroom routines and activities that the students mentioned in the survey. I hope that this will inspire teachers to also listen to their students so we can fine-tune our styles to fit not only the standards of our administrators, but also the interests and the needs of our students. This series is going to be divided into 4 vlogs, each vlog answering only a couple of questions so I can read as much as I can and react to as many as I can. I hope you're as excited as I am because we're about to begin the series. Welcome to vlog number 2, which is part 1 of the Students Corner series. We are going to answer the first 2 questions of the survey today, and then the next few questions we are going to read, comment on, and answer on the next few vlogs. So without further ado, let's go to question number 1. What is her unforgettable line? I'm excited to see what they remember from everything I say in the classroom every day. So let's start with the first one. You have 10 seconds to clean your room and arrange yourselves. Yeah, that's something I say as soon as I enter the classroom while I set up the laptop and the TV screen. So I use that time I'm preparing so that they can prepare themselves also. And when I do that, I also don't allow them to make any kind of noise like screeching chairs and those kinds of things. Although, of course, some students just don't care. You can answer me in English or Korean. Yeah, I think I say this because I usually discourage students to speak in Filipino in class so they can practice with me. They will be forced to speak in English if that's the case. Okay, the test is very easy. Yes, I usually say this at the beginning of a summative test or a preliminary exam because I think even just a little bit it changes their perception of the test because usually they're, just are intimidated when they see the test questionnaires. So, yeah, I do say that. The next is, can you help me on the TV? Yeah, I usually ask for help from students to set up my laptop, especially when I have to connect the HDMI to the TV because I don't want to step on the chair to plug it at the back of the screen. So, yeah, I usually do that. The next one we have here is, deadline is deadline. If you don't pass it, you're dead. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I actually say that. It's part of the rules that I explain to my students at the beginning of the school year. I want them to realize that deadlines are important. So, if you don't pass it on the deadline, you're practically dead. The next one here is get 1/8 lengthwise. If you don't know what a 1/8 lengthwise is, well, you know the intermediate pad, right? So we have a 1/4 sheet of that one. So a 1/8 lengthwise is that 1/4 sheet divided into two lengthwise. I just recently discovered that a 50 item multiple choice test can actually fit on a 1/8 lengthwise. And it's a very good idea because it saves paper and it also saves space for me because teachers always collect those papers. So less bulk, less waste also. So it's great. The next one we have here is again. Why do I say again 3 times? I don't know why. And I can't recall an exact situation when I will use this one. But I do remember myself saying it sometimes. The next one here is yung pag sinabi niya na galit siya sa ginawa namin, pero di siya galit sa amin personally. Ganon, ganda lang. Parang ako, ha ha ha, char. That's so cute. But yeah, I usually tell my students when I'm particularly mad at them that I'm not mad at the students themselves but what they do, because it takes the harshness away from being angry. Stop copying wrong answers. I know I don't say it exactly like that, but during activities or seat works or short quizzes, I always tell my students to not copy from their seatmates because they will copy wrong answers. So, yeah, I think it psychs them out. They stop copying because they're afraid of actually copying incorrect answers. So I think it's kind of effective. The next one is take note of my name. It's Catherine with double E and not Catherine with letter Y. We always need to remember her first name because sometimes she gives us -1. Ha ha ha, it's true. It's true. On the first day of classes, when I introduce myself and show them my name, I always ask them to copy my name exactly and completely because it's a name that they will put on their notebooks and on outputs that they will submit to me. And every time I see someone misspell my name, I do give them -1 for not paying attention. So I think that my students now will never misspell my name. Okay, we have here true love waits. Sinabi ko yun. Yeah, I might have said true love waits, and whoever else heard this one, it's true. True love waits. The next one, and the last one for this question is stuff that are not related to English subject will be confiscated. Wow. Fears. Yes, I do say this. I warn my students when I enter the class after everything settled down that I will in fact confiscate things that are not related to the subject. Like, I see students sometimes working on assignments for other subjects, or they're using their phones, playing with Rubik's cubes, and those kind of things. So if they are not related, it will just distract them from the class. And one of our rules is to always pay attention. So, fears. Okay, so let's go to question number 2, which is, what is something that she never forgets to do in class? This one's interesting. I want to know what they think I will never forget. So the first one here is reviewing past lessons. Yeah, I'm glad you think I don't forget that one because it means it's effective. I usually, I try my best to always review a past lesson, especially when it's connected to the next one. Connections are important in learning, so that's very good. Number 2, we have here check attendance. Yes, it's important to check attendance, especially when the class size is big. Sometimes if the class size is small, I could just look around and check who's absent and not, and I could just remember that. But it's always important to check attendance. Yeah. The next one is bring her laptop. Yes, I will never forget to bring my laptop to class, even if I don't have a lecture that day. But it's mostly for security purposes. I just don't want to leave my laptop at the faculty room. Next, number 4 now is greet and smile. Really, I think there are days when I don't smile when I greet, but if that's how you remember me, I'm very glad. The next one here is she will walk and see if there is a trash on the floor. Yeah, so that's what happens after I say I will go around in 10 seconds. So I will walk around after 10 seconds and check to see if there are trash on the floor. It's important. 6, to bring her popsicle sticks with our name written on it. But yeah, I do have a jar with popsicle sticks on them, with names of my students written on it for recitation purposes. So I'll explain about that in the future. The next one here is yung turuan kami ng maigi. Tapos, pag tapos na ang lesson, may pa-quiz na 1 to 10, ganon, o 1 to 5. Yes, I think that quizzes are very important just to check if they have retained at least a few things about everything that you said that day. We're at number 8 now. It says here, having fun. I'm glad the student remembers that I always want to have fun, because even on bad days, I would try to inject a little bit of fun in the class, It's good. The next one here is relieve our stress from a certain subject. Yeah. Sometimes students' stress are so palpable you could almost feel it yourself. And I know that kind of environment will not help me, put my lesson across to them. They will not learn anything if they're stressed. So if I feel that they are stressed, I'll try at least a little bit to relieve some of the negative energy. So yeah, I'm glad you remember that one. So also we have here activities and games. Yeah, I usually start new lessons with activities and games so that I and the students can have fun before we begin. And lastly for this one is maglakad ng maglakad sa classroom. Siguro ang likot ko for this student. Yeah, I always walk around. I actually feel like it's important for me to be close to my students, because standing in front and just giving a lecture or explaining something is boring even for me as a teacher. So you can just imagine how boring it will be for the students. So at least if I go around, they feel my presence even more. And if they're doing something that they shouldn't be doing, at least they'll be able to stop it because they know I will see it. So classroom management 101 is to move around as much as you can. That is it for part number 1 of the Students' Corner. We have answered what are my unforgettable lines and things that I will not forget in the classroom. I hope that was fun for you as much as it was fun for me, and I hope that you will join me on part 2 of this series. Before I say goodbye, I would first like to give a shout out to Ma'am Adele, Baby Finn, and my inaanak Sarah G. And also to my former students who answered the survey, especially those who put their names. I'm just not going to say their full names for their own protection and privacy. So we have Sophia, Speed, Quang, Giselle, Stephanie, Alexia, Gian, Christina, Avi, Margie, Jasper, Gilbert, Ruby, Richelieu, Miguel, Rain, Camille, RK, Steven, Jeff Lee, and Syra May. Thank you guys so much. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. And also, please leave a comment down below or send me a message on my social media if you have questions, suggestions, recommendations, and even violent reactions. I can use every little thing that will help me improve this channel. Many thanks again for joining me in today's vlog. I hope to see you guys again on the next one. I'm Teacher KJ. This is the KJ Teacher Channel.